You're a prosthetics engineer working on your company's latest development, a humanoid AI android that obeys the owner's every whim. But as the AI grows a little too fond of you, things take a dark turn. What do you do? How goes it, folks? Jolly Yellow talking to you, and welcome to Transmissions from the Beyond, where I explore lesser known and sometimes majorly known works of science fiction. Today's transmission is about the 2023 film T.I.M. Abby and her husband Paul have moved to the countryside as part of her new position at Integrated Robotics. Her background as a prosthetics engineer makes her the ideal person to put the finishing touches on their latest innovation, a technological integrated manservant, or T.I.M for short. What begins as a sci-fi movie about the wonders of AI quickly turns to a thriller movie about the horrors of AI. So when it comes to T.I.M and going over the things that I enjoyed and what I like, first and foremost, Eamon Farron, I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly, him playing like the title role of T.I.M, the technological integrated manservant, he did a very excellent job of pulling off the appearance and the mannerisms of being an android versus, him being an actual human. Almost to the point where it would almost be interesting to see him play something along the lines of a Lieutenant Commander Data from Star Trek Next Generation, where it's an extended period, not just a movie, but a drawn out TV series. I just think he plays an android very well. Something else that really drew my attention here in this movie was watching the reactions of mainly Abby, Paul, and Rose, who's one of the supporting characters. She's a nearby neighbor that lives near Paul and Abby in the countryside home they moved to at the start of the movie. But watching them and how they behave when they notice T.I.M doing something, where it's like, wait a minute, I didn't know you could do that, or I'm not sure you should be allowed or able to do that thing. And it just kind of sells the unease that people feel naturally when it comes to AI, androids, artificial life forms, because they can see some of those actions as like, wait a minute, is that like a sign of humans being replaced? Or it just has that uncanny valley effect, perhaps, where it's just close enough to being human, but it is not human, and it just throws people off. But those three castmates, they pull that off very well. And again, much props to Farron for his portrayal as T.I.M. On the other hand, one thing I did not like as much was the tension between Paul and Abby. So as a small spoiler, the reason they moved to the countryside is because previously Paul had cheated on Abby, and along with her job, this was a way to get a fresh start. Move out to the middle of nowhere, and even at the beginning of the movie, Paul is actually unemployed. So it's just, he went completely unemployed. She took the new job that led to them moving out there. So there's definitely some tension in their relationship because of his past adultery, his distrust of T.I.M, and those things I understand there had to be some other tension in the movie beyond just the automated servant and the humans in the movie. There's got to be something going on between the humans, especially with the way T.I.M plays things out here. He would have had anything to exploit if there wasn't any past problems between Paul and Abby. I understand why it was done. It just got boring. I didn't like it. Too predictable. Who knows? Speaking of being predictable, you're probably going to figure things out very quickly, especially if you're used to movies with artificial intelligence, humanoid life forms, and things like that, because you're going to see that T.I.M begins doing certain actions and you're like, oh man, it was him. Or when something is suddenly done, and you're going to instantly suspect, well, yeah, of course T.I.M was the one behind it. So some of the plot points, I'm going to say they are fairly predictable, but I do like the way they were executed in the movie, so that's still passable. And I maybe just need to chalk this up to watching too much movies and TV on my part. Now, as for where you can find T.I.M, I personally watched it on Hulu, the streaming platform Hulu, but you might be able to find on other platforms as well, because when I was researching this, I know it has been on Netflix at some point, so I'm sure it's bouncing around all the other platforms, but I watched it on Hulu. Thank you for taking the time to listen today. I will be back as I continue to explore lesser known and sometimes majorly known works of science fiction. This is Jolly Yellow. As always, keep exploring. Transmission over.